Peacekeeperalex. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers stream number 21, and this is going to be Total War 3 Kingdoms Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign Let's Play number 19. Let's take a look at where we left off in the campaign. Alright, so as you can see here, we got the still last thing we did in regards to some of the captured territory was Chen and Yangzhou, but also we were able to defeat an army in regards to Liu Bei that decided to attack us as we sort of ventured forth. We kind of formed up into a bit of a defensive line here, just in case they decide to attack again. So we'll see what happens next turn on that. And over near Kongrong, a lot of different forces mustering near Shenyang, large town, and still the trying of the trying to take this area that has been plaguing us for the past 4, 5, 6 episodes. So we'll see if we'll be able to take this town. I think that we might be able to. I wish we were able to recruit more. We might have to retreat backwards over to Xianyang to get some more troops. But if that's the case, then we'll try and relaunch an assault. But that might be actually the better way, because there is another Kongrong army coming up the river here, and yeah, the Yangtze River, Xianyang toolmakers right there, and then you also have another one, Jiangling, to the south, which they could take from us. A certain kind of worry in regards to settlements, especially kind of somewhat undefended. I will send an army over towards Xianyang right now, but it'll take about 2 turns to get there, probably just as they get there as well. So hopefully we're able to meet up and stop that force. I'm going to end turn here, a little bit of a refresher. And there is an attack. We are actually going to play this battle again, I think, because last episode we did try and do this battle already once before. So we are going to have to do this battle one more time. It looks like, sadly. I could delegate, but I don't want to. I don't want to upset. So we're going to start battle. And that's what we're going to do. It's going to be Battle of Pengcheng, small regional city. They got 2 armies against us. It's about 6,000 troops against 5,000 some odd on our side. I think I'm going to do the exact same tactic that I did last time. Maybe just a little bit forward. So I am going to I think the way I'm going to set it up, and we're going to be reliant on our army getting there in time, getting our reinforcing army. I do have a decent amount of archers on this one. I think we have about 6 or about 10 units of archers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the spearmen, put them at the flanks, and we're just going to move just a bit off to this hill. Actually, I want to be right in the trees, which actually might be a beneficial because they're archers. So last time I started a little bit behind, actually more near the reinforcing army. So that might be a bit of a difficulty since they are actually... So I am moving my reinforcing army up. But hopefully that's going to be able to get here in time before their 2 armies, 3 armies technically speaking, reach us. And they do have a lot of generals in this one, so And they are retreating backwards and waiting for the reinforcing army, so we'll have time to be able to regroup. As you can see, our reinforcing army is trying to move towards. Yeah, we do have a lot of bowmen here. We have about 8 units, I think. No, 9 units. And one of the reinforcing armies has emerged, but it's the decimated one. They have a couple calves, low health, less than a third of health. In fact, this entire reinforcing army has less than a third health, with the exception of 2 generals. They do have 2 bowmen, 2 spearmen. It's that Sioux veterans, the highly armored and really well defensive unit. They also have axe warriors. And another one, van infantry. Those halberds.
You look like you're enjoying this.
And that's a fairly decimated army. That's not going to be really much of the worry, but one of their larger forces does have 2 healthy cav. They got 4 bowmen. What kind of bowmen? They got your archer militia. They do have about 10 units melee infantry. About 4 of them spearmen and halberds. The rest are melee, saber, Jai militia. Also more halberds actually. So these are halberd units. They got 6 units spearmen halberds. So they're packing a lot of halberds. And again, I'm going to put my cav off to the side, right near this tree. Try and swoop around, attack their archers. I got a lot of melee infantry. Let's see here. About 13. Yeah, 13. A lot of yellow turban warriors. About 11 units. Yellow turban. And they also have some other stuff here. Faith preservers. Got some People's War Band. Yusha. I got Sacred Garden Watch. As well as some chanters and some yellow sky heralds. So those chanters are really gonna help. Got some more yellow turban cavalry, or is it the same one? I think it's the same one. Getting about 7 spearmen. Militia virtue. Make that 8. So they are starting to move up, and that decimated army is moving up a lot sooner. They're attacking. Oh no, they're retreating. Okay, so I thought maybe they're going to hit us before. Getting my troops into formation here. You can see we got the hill advantage. We're going to get these troops into melee, into certain kinds of formation here. Right flank spearmen not going to be able to go into formation because they are peasant spearmen. But some of our front lines will be going in formation. Again, it's this shield wall, plus 900% charge resistance, plus 45% block chance. Cannot run. So we're able to at least move them.
Your Your best is not good enough. Shut up and die. No attention. Hurry. Movement ready. Confines. Retreat. Stand ready. Together. Force on. Launch. Formation. Go. Go. Faster. Blade ready. March quickly. At the ready. Double time. Ready, bolt.
So they are starting to move in this direction. Their second army still hasn't met up with them for some reason. I think that it has. It's just not the entirety of the army. So what they're going to be hitting us with is going to be less than our army, I think, in a certain context. Or right around the same. We have 5,743, and we're taking on about 6,000 some odd, 6,700 some odd, something around there. So I basically got a front line and then just got some spears right on the flank. About 3 and 4 spearmen on either side. I also have a supporting melee infantry just in case, People's Warband on the left, and Yellow Turban Warriors on the right. I also have a couple reserve melee infantry just in case the front lines get a little bit damaged. I got Chanters, Yellow Turban Warriors, as well, you know, right behind. And again, the shield. They're in shield formation, some of the infantry, so they're going to be fairly hardened when they attack. I'm kind of a little bit worried on this left flank here, because they're kind of attacking me from an angle, and they seem to be more attacking me from the left front side. It might be a bit of a problematic. I don't know, I might shift this right melee infantry to the left, so I think that would be best.
Keep up! I know you can do it!
If only wars were won with witty words.
They are sending their horsemen. Again, 2 full units and 2 decimated on the right flank. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cavalry back a bit. And when they swoop in to try and attack my spearmen, I'm going to hit them from behind with the cavalry. On the right flank. And on the left flank, they are starting to maneuver closely. You can see them marching. They got halberds, got spear guards, saber militia, and then bowmen all on the left side here. They got a lot of bowmen shifting to the left side. So on the right side, there's going to be too much. But right on that left side, they're going to attack us. And they are starting to hit us with arrow fire. I'm going to shift my archers to try and compensate in regards to some of their movements here, because they do. And I'm almost wanting to move this cavalry right out of the way, but they're going to be about to engaging here. 50 mounts are lanted and Lancer. Makes no sense. Mounted Lancer militia. And they are engaging. So our cavalry is engaging on the right flank, and the left flank is getting pelted by a lot of arrowmen. So I think maybe shifting my archers to try and take out those. Take them out. And they are hitting right in the front lines now, right in the middle. And I'm going to hit my buffs.
At them! To attention! Attack! Prepare! Fight them now! Make ready! Take heed, warriors! Spear! Make
Bowmen are getting hit here fairly hard. Their bowmen are doing really well engaging my bowmen currently, and my bowmen are kind of going down really quickly. Kind of getting hit before they're able to get enough fire off. So I think I'm actually going to send some of my generals after those archers to try and survive from this enemy archer fire here. Hitting right behind and attacking my archers, shifting from the left flank spearmen, and making it sort of difficult here. They really are pelting me.
Our men are running, the spineless cowards!
And my archers are folding here. They are retreating in mass. Is that what's happening here? And the generals, my generals here are traversing behind enemy lines and attacking the bowmen, which is a good thing. And again, all across the lines here, I'm doing fairly well. Right on the right flank, we got enough troops to be able to handle a lot of the attacks that are happening. As I got 3 generals kind of just causing havoc in regards to these enemy archers, I'm able to sort of resituate and remove my archers to sort of compensate if they would listen to me. If they would listen. Big bunch of units right in the middle here. A lot of Giant Militia, a lot of halberds clashing with Yellow Turban Warriors. A lot of swords against halberd. I'm fairly certain the swords are doing a little bit better, but the other general right in the mix here, right in the front. And he is wearing... I think that's actually mine. Is that mine? That might be mine. He's wearing yellow. Oh, that's Liu Bei, and he is wearing yellow, so maybe symbolic of my win? I don't know. We do have 3 enemy generals, though, right behind our lines. That is not good. No good. That is no good. That is not what I wanted to see. So I'm going to send my generals after them. Got He sitting there, and also as well as a second. And he's trying to attack right behind my lines. On the right flank, they got Guan Yu, and he is causing a problem in regards to the right flank. I think we're going to have to shift some units here right to the right flank to kind of handle that, and also get another unit to try and take out these generals. They're sort of really causing a bit of problems in regards to my Faith Preservers. Yeah, Axemen, medium axe infantry. I'm going to hit some buffs here, I think. We're able to keep these enemy archers on the run from causing too much damage. Some of them are retreating. One of the enemy generals is now in retreat. Another one is fairly damaged as well too. So that is good news. The buffs is needed. So right on the right flank, my men and troop are sort of surrounding here in a certain kind of fashion, but one of my troops just retreated, so there is a breakthrough here. Saber Militia able to take out the spearmen, peasant spearmen, and kind of pushing through and now surrounding my troops. Kind of looked like there for a second that we were able to kind of surround them. I'm going to have to shift off some more troops off to the left flank and fill in that gap. And also send in those spearmen that were retreating. And those archers still just getting berated by my generals, sitting right in the mix, kind of attacking them as they're trying to fire upon me. Causing them to flee every few minutes here, as they continue to shift and try and escape my generals. And the end is near for the right flank for the enemy. I feel they're fighting a fierce fight, but I'm able to sneak around them. And I know I wanted to do that with the horsemen. The horsemen are still in battle. Far a ways away behind the battlefields, and they are winning. 26 Yellow Turban horsemen against 14 lancers, I think it was. Started off with 50 apiece. So they are able to do some damage. Enemy is retreating on the left flank, so I'm able to fold a little bit onto their lines with a Yellow Turban warrior unit. And my archers are recovering to look like they're actually doing something here. For a bit there, it didn't look like much. It looked like the enemy archers were getting the best of us. And considering we still have a fight, about a decent-sized army after this, we still need to kind of conserve our ammunition and strength. And the right flank is now getting sandwiched by some peasant spearmen. I was able to shift around and attack from behind 3 enemy units. Right next door in the middle, there's still a large, decent-sized amount of enemy units that are getting attacked on either side. Again, I snuck by with Yellow Turban warriors and attacked them from behind, so they do have that to worry about. It's about 6-7 enemy units getting kind of encroached upon by my... but I have more units there, more healthy units too. Yellow Turban warriors don't look like they have taken too much. Remember, they were in those defensive positions, which ended up helping greatly in regards to those charges that happened. And then the left line just looks like a string of enemy units alongside my own thin line, and then right off to the left of the left flank, a large amount of my units trying to work their way through, work past these Saber militia and Yusha heavy. They're considered heavy, interestingly enough. At times I've wondered about that. Giant militia getting picked off here by my archers. The enemy is losing here slightly, getting a 2,954 against 2,000. It looks like the other army has hit the battlefield and now has to get all the way across. And I don't think they're going to be able to do it before I'm able to defeat the enemy I'm currently engaging and reform the line. And I do have generals all behind enemy lines here, behind their lines. I think I need to move them forward. Got he there, got him here. Yeah, they are retreating right in the middle, so it's a mass rout right in the middle, and not necessarily a mass rout because the flanks aren't necessarily folding as much. I think we're going to form the same line. Liu Bei is still in the field, and I want to capture him. He's got not too much health. Alright, the last of the enemy remains on the right flank. Interestingly enough, with Guan Yu, the right flank that we thought would have folded first and ended up being their last. You know, him with a Saber militia unit and stragglers across the field here, getting pelted by my archers and pursued by my men. But we want to form a line here, and we want to bring back these two generals, Wu Li and Huang Shao, because we don't want them getting hit by those enemy archers that are approaching. And interestingly enough, the army is a bit scattered from the enemy here. He ended up sending half his army first and then another half dragging along, maybe to try in hopes of bringing this battle, the current engagement when they first hit the field, into fruition, but not to be so. I hopefully we're going to be able to form our lines here. This is what we're going to do. So we are forming up here again. I do have this one archer unit. I'm just going to send my generals forth to try and deal with it. 3 generals I'm sending. Lu Wang, Wu Li, and Huang Shao. And we are exchanging some arrow fire here as well too, and they're trying to retreat backwards. And again, just as last battle in last episode, these 2 cavalry units are still going at it. 2 mounted lancer militia and 18 yellow turban horsemen. So the horsemen doing better, but not what I thought it to be. So my bowmen are trying to... Just want to bring them over here. So we are forming another line all across here.
Our warriors run! Craven dogs! Ready!
I do have some horsemen as well. Oh no, bowman unit got a little bit too ahead of himself, and now he's going to get... He might get hit here by a cavalry charge. My 3 generals are going to cut them off, hopefully. Gonna form up in formation, because we'll do better off with it. And there's Guan Yu still in the mix, attacking my units. I'm gonna send He Yi to attack him. That is not encouraging.
The enemy warriors are running.
And the enemy cavalry is arriving on scene here, just in range of my bowmen. Causing a bit of trouble.
Stand ready. Act them. Move out quickly. Show fury. Spears. Attend these spearmen. Unleash fury. Charge.
My archers are charging in with bayonet, toot sweet. Ran out of ammunition, gonna have to use their swords. And more cavalry units coming through here, and that's not what I wanted to see. Shift that fire on that cavalry unit. And Guan Yu is still on our line, still attacking.
They were no match. To battle. Ready. Show no mercy.
The enemy's not charging in on my archers, which is not what I expected. And they are getting hit here hard. And they are charging now. Maybe it'll clip one of my yellow turban archers. Then you also got some out of ammunition chasing behind them.
Take heed, warriors. Stand ready. The men have no ammunition. Draw your weapons.
So we're still waiting for the enemy army to approach, but they've lost a bit of men already. A couple cavalry, as well as a couple bowmen. But really all they got left is 5 halberd infantry, some saber militia. They got a couple generals still in the field. They also have one more archer militia and a Jai militia as well. And that seems to be it. So we still have a decent amount of our troops, not too much. And again, I don't know how this mounted lancer militia is able to sneak behind our lines and attack us from behind. Take them out! Kill them!
March at the double! Stop! Run! Steel yourself!
And my archer unit here is still alive, but getting harassed by this mounted saber militia. I'm sending 2 generals after them on the left flank.
Make ready! Show no mercy! Prepare!
So they are approaching our lines here.
Swords at the ready! Steel yourself! Blades ready! Charge! Citizens! Advance! To battle!
So we're going to charge towards them just as they approach. A couple unit on the right that's already engaging here. One halberd infantry. Another one that's getting charged right in the middle, and then right to the left, another one getting attacked as well too. And you can see more troops approaching from behind, but kind of got the jump on these 3, 2, 3, 4 units. And of course our archers are also engaging a Jai militia on the right flank. So 4 enemy units here getting ganged up a bit, and with more enemy units on the way. But they're already starting to retreat here. Yep, all across the board here on those first unit engagements. And we still got some enemy generals, though, to deal with. One of them's already retreating off the field, but Cheng Su. I think we did capture Liu Bei. Hopefully we did.
One step closer to victory!
2,131 against 1,150 on the field right now, and they are wavering. Army losses.
Prepare! Fight! Prepare! Strike them down! Show fury!
And all 4 generals able to hit this unit that's getting attacked on either side by my units here, just about to, and they end up retreating just as those other 2 units on my side try to attack them and surround them. And the enemy forces are fairly depleted and disarray. Some are retreating off the battlefield. There's a couple left here trying to attack behind as we had ventured forth and charged right through their lines. Last remaining units. They do have 1 more general left, and I'm going to send all my generals after him. Cheng Su.
Take heed, warriors! Stand ready! Strike!
Enemy general is retreating.
Fight!
Another halberd infantry trying to sally forth, but they end up slamming into all 6 of my generals. And it's a pretty sight. I got 1 bowman as well, which is not getting the picture. So we're going to send the generals after them. And they are going to retreat anytime now. There you go. And again, you can still see this back and forth ebb of certain units trying to retreat and then come back into the battle. 2 Jai infantry doing it again. There they go. One of them retreating. So is the other one. Still not a victory. And our horseman has ventured on the field as well too. guess they had emerged victorious from that earlier battle. And we're gonna send them after the archers here, which still coming back for more.
To attention! And the ready! Move out quickly! The time has come!
We're gonna take a look at the battlefield here. See the left flank, just men littered the field. It's the front lines. Right on the right flank. Guan Yu. And even inwards, you can see a lot of archers behind those frontline engagements. On either side, actually, my archers right at the beginning of the game got fairly hit hard and looked flat-footed. And of course, if we can find it, that cavalry battle. I think they even retreated backwards. You can see right over here. Claim victory. Very good.
War grows bitter and enduring between you and your enemy. If there is no end in sight, then the people will grow weary of the protracted conflict. A swift and decisive end to this matter.
Our victory is proof of heaven's approval.
We captured Yu Yumin. Captured character and release. We're going to recruit, replenish, deployment. We lost a fair bit on this one. 5,743, lost 3,553. 2,190 remaining, but captured 656 enemy units, 6,118 on the enemy side. Liu Bei, he lost 5,634 with 484 remaining. So, not a fruitful venture in attacking us. And depending on how the armies look afterwards, specifically after this turn, we might be able to attack, go on the offensive. I'm going to have to reject for the invite in regards to the war pertaining to Gongdu and Dongmin. I don't think I want to be fighting Dongmin right now. No. But he is at peace with Sun Ce, and I don't think he has to worry too much about Kongrong. I'm kind of dealing with Kongrong currently. So, if he focuses on Dongmin, he might be able to. And again, just like last time, a lot of rivals manifesting here from that battle. Pretty much the generals of the battles disliking each other and creating rivalries on either sides. Yep. We're going to clear this whole thing here. And let's see what we look like over here on Liu Bei's side. So yeah, I'm going to be able to maneuver inwards to attack. I'm going to take out Guan Yu. I think that is probably best. He's fairly beastie on the battlefield. We're going to delegate. And that's going to be the end of that.
Blesses our man.
Take out 2 armies with 1 stroke.
Release them.
Release, recruit.
They may reconsider them.
Battlefield surgeon, your general refuses to celebrate victory in battle while allies still lie wounded on the battlefield, and injured troops 3 at a time are personally rescued and carried on horseback to be treated before the general rides out to collect more. Pingai. Bonus experience.
Reject the elite. Nurture wisdom.
I think what we're going to do here is attack Pencheng. It's sitting right there. We have a full army in Lai Tai. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to hold.
Overwhelm them.
And what we're going to do is we're going to build some siege equipment. Continue siege. And I think we're going to bring forth He, put him right next to it just in case they try to attack. And I think we'll bring Feng Zhao, put him in encampment. No, we can't encamp him, not that, but next turn he'll replenish, and that'll be done. We're not at war with Tao Ying, but right over there you can see Maizu Yuan Shao, which we are at war with, who is, I think, one of the regents in regards to Liu Bei. I think he's, I don't know how you see Liu Bei.
Greetings.
Yeah, Liu Bei is a vassal in regards to Yuan Shao. I don't know how that happened, but it took place a couple episodes earlier. You can see. Of course, over near Kongrong, I think what we want to do here is retreat backwards, replenish our troops, recruit some more.
With purpose. Towards peace.
Because we can recruit more, we can heal up a bit. And there it is. There I can see Kongrong just trying to get on the battlefield here near Xiangyang, Toolmaker. Raise army. We can raise armies, so that's what I'm going to do.
The people here are few, but enough to serve China. The mightiest tree survive. I return. How fare the people? My blade is poised. May wisdom flow.
So we recruited an army over at Xiangyang just in case. Oh, that is not where I wanted to recruit him, though. That is not good. Hopefully he doesn't attack. I meant to raise it at Toolmaker, but I ended up raising it at Large City right next door. So 2 armies away from not able to get to Xiangyang this turn. I think we're going to go with Inspiration plus 5, Expertise plus 3 Authority plus 2 Enlightenment plus 5% income from Commerce. Faction-wide enables Encourage. So we'll do that. That's on Wu Li, the singer, and a healer as well. And then we also got Feng Zhao as well to up. I think we'll do Fanaticism, plus 5 Resolve, plus 3 Cunning, plus 2 Enlightenment, plus 8% melee armor piercing damage, own retinue, 8% melee damage, own retinue, and 5% replenishment. That'll be a good thing to go with. We're gonna end turn. We are making still some decent coin. We have about 15,000 left, and he is attacking. It does say we're gonna get finally in defeat here for some reason. It says that we're getting attacked. The other are not joining in, so we're gonna try and retreat. And that's not gonna happen, so we're gonna retreat that too. And Ping Guy, we're gonna retreat that as well. And we're okay, so he broke the siege. We were able to retreat, but he wasn't able to attack all three. And for some reason, I had all three of my armies stacked right next to each other. Yet still, it didn't fire having those reinforcements right next to it. So I don't know. He is going to be attacking Jiangling, large town, and I have 3,131 deployed. He has 2,798. We're going to start battle. Battle of Jiangling, large town. We do have some bowmen. One horseback unit, they got 2. We have the numbers, but they do have some specialty units, I think. We also have some Sacred Garden Watch, so they're good as well.
Hidden units! An ambush! With speed! Move out quickly!
They are sending some horsemen straight at me, and I'm going to be hitting them with arrows right on the right flank. And I'll send my horsemen in right after. And they are going to get fairly hit hard there, decimated. 25, I'm gonna get hit.
Archers, prepare! Archers ready! Faster! The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
So the horsemen are defeated. The first round of horsemen, right flank. I got 2 bowmen kind of sitting right in front of my front lines, trying to pelt down some units, and they did. One of their units is low health. Jai militia retreating, and my bowmen are gonna retreat backwards with the other 4. Holy Arrow archers. These guys look awesome. Right on the right flank, getting hit with more cavalry. Yellow Turban Warriors, no, just Yellow Turban Warriors.
March at the double! China will revel in your death! I will crush you for this insult! Archers! Release missiles!
Sending my archer fire right on these axemen. They're kind of shifting. And there is clashing on the front lines, so I'm going to slow it down a bit. going to speed it up just a bit. It's the enemy general right in the mix here, right on the right flank. Oh, and an enemy general right behind right behind our lines.
The time has come. A unit has perished. None are left. Cavalry, mount up.
We don't have too many buffs for these generals either, but the good thing on this is the enemy is fairly weakened.
You seem to be struggling. Need some help?
Amazing that you can both talk and battle. Arrows! Bowmen, stand ready. Destroy them. Archers, prepare. Fire upon them. A comrade is being attacked. Shoot!
And I'm going to hit the right flank with my horsemen right from behind. In fact, I'm actually going to go up the archers, I think. I think that would probably be the best move here, to attack the archers with my horsemen. Hopefully it hits in time.
Look, the enemy run! Craven! Horsemen!
So you can see the horsemen moving across the fields, trying to take out those arrowmen. And all across here, it's fairly dead even. In fact, I'm looking a little bit thin on this army. Again, this is defending a settlement. And the archer fire has stopped from far away. There's still two archers inwards that I'm going to maneuver my horsemen towards once these crossbow are taken care of. Like crossbow, Fury of Bahai.
Hope your blade is sharper than your wit. Cavalry, to attention! Make ready! Move! Mounted soldiers! A unit has been completely destroyed!
Yeah, fairly even. 1823 against 1445. Yeah, I'm working my way through these bowmen. The horseman has moved on to the second unit now, and there's still another 2 units, but one of them joined the fray in regards to melee engagement.
Look, the enemy run! Craven! Stand ready! Charge! Cavalry!
Enemy generals behind our lines here, kind of causing things a little more difficult for some of our archers, specifically the peasant archers. How dare you? I'm sending my general right after you, and he's got some low health. He's going to be going down here any second.
Cavalry, attend!
I'm going to send my horsemen moving off of those bowmen from afar to try and hit. I think the left flank would be good, but maybe just a little bit right next door on those axemen and archers. 25 of these horsemen left. And our balance is shifted in our favor.
The men are out of ammunition!
And they are somewhat retreating in the middle.
Bowmen,
One of our generals is in retreat.
strike them down!
I'm going to send my archers, melee infantry, to try and take out this Lycan vanguard.
Please! What cowards!
He doesn't have too much health left. If we just take him out, that would be best for us. More enemy unit retreating here. They only got 10 units left for their cavalry. one of the units. 10 men, and 9 now.
Swords at the ready.
And the right flank is spread fairly thin. You can see sporadic circles of engagement. Sword on spear. Really cool contrast. But the enemy is fairly getting surrounded here. Right at the end of this battle, they're looking like there are pockets of units along the lines being surrounded. And the middle is completely gone. There's Dao sword guards, medium sword infantry, and that pesky general, Lycan.
The enemy general.
There he goes. He's down.
Show no mercy. At the ready. Do not relent. Blades ready. Horses.
Yep. They are retreating and wavering. I see one unit left. Lankai swords, spearmen, left flank, and they're retreating too. That's victory.
One step closer to victory. To attention. Run, run. Attention. The men are out of ammunition.
You can see the bowmen. The opposite side where those horsemen cut down. Swaths of men on the ground. In victory and battle. The bowmen getting a lot on the enemy side. Over 100 apiece.
We outwitted them.
Release, we're going to recruit. Be resolute but not boastful, resolute but not haughty, resolute but not arrogant, resolute because you cannot avoid it, resolute but not violent. We've studied the scriptures and have taken our next step towards enlightenment. What shall we study next? Promote wisdom, plus 15 enlightenment, unlock assignment. Promote wisdom, increase character and unit experience. This assignment is available to scholars, plus 14 satisfaction for scholars. The good I meet with goodness, the bad I also meet with goodness. That is virtue's goodness. The faithful I meet with faith, the faithful I also meet with faith. That is virtue's faith. Alright. And again, we're at Pengcheng, and I don't know whether to attack or not. Like, I don't want to get stuck in one of those. I think that might be the better way. Put Feng Zhao attacking the city, because he has the. Looks like he doesn't have the best of health currently in regards to units and army. But we're gonna put the other two armies right next door, And I don't know, like, if we get attacked this time... Yeah, I can even encamp on one of them. And I can't on that one, okay. But that should help. If they attack us again, we should get a supporting army. Supposedly, but then we also got Cheng Dong Ying coming up from Cao Cao territory. I gotta raise an army? Is that what's gonna happen here? Yup, we're gonna raise an army.
Persevere.
Got enough...
I return.
Got enough,
How fare the people?
monetaries to be able to do that.
Bend, do not break. Honor your ideals.
So we are able to raise up an army quickly to try and combat this army here approaching from Cao Cao territory. And Kongrong is pursuing Qi Qinpai, Gongdu's general. And we also have another army here as well, so we're going to recruit some more units. More units. And we're going to retreat backwards.
My lord, how can I serve? Marching! Unified in intention. Deflect with shield, cleave.
We're going to try and go back to Shangyang.
Ever upwards.
Apparently.
Remain honest.
No, not this one.
Moving out. Never yield.
General to increase. Give some knowledge of the body, ability, knowledge of the body, +3 resolve, +5 instinct, +2 enlightenment. Heal. It's a heal. He's a legendary healer. That makes sense. Cool. We're gonna leave it there, and we're actually no, we're not. We're gonna take out this army, Zhang Hong, because he's just sitting there, and we got a full army right next to him. Delegate. So he is gone. We don't have to worry about him. And so with an approaching army over past that land of Cao Cao, getting over there into Liu Bei territory, and we have those two settlements, Yangzhou and Chen, and right outside of those two settlements is Pencheng, which we're besieging currently with all three armies surrounded, but then another one sort of emerged and raised up another army, so they're probably going to attack at Yangzhou. And we also got to worry about the Maizu Yuan Shao army as well that tried attacking earlier. They broke up that siege last turn. And we are still hanging around Shangyang Large Town by Kongrong. We haven't been able to capture it because I've been a bit indecisive in putting more units within the army to be able to lead that assault, because he does have 3 armies. And there is... I was going to say then there is another worry of another army, which is not too far away from Chang'an, which Cao Cao now owns. In the mix, Cao Cao steals a territory. I don't know if it was from Gongdu or if it was from Dongmin. I do not know. Maybe it was. I think it was Cao. I think it was Sun Si actually, because they're at war now. Sun Si, who we were battling about 2 episodes ago. I think we're going to leave it here. Thank you.